Consider a time when a sudden flash of striking imagery takes you by surprise and causes you to consider the thin boundary between public decorum and artistic expression. We are delving further into Miley Cyrus's swimsuit pictures in today's video, which have generated a contentious discussion among both admirers and detractors. The pictures have even been called inappropriate for even adults by others. Stay tuned until the very end, as we will dissect every aspect of these images, analyze the diverse viewpoints they have sparked, and provide unique behind-the-scenes information that illuminates the complete context of these thought-provoking pictures. The name Miley Cyrus has long been linked to audacity and creativity. She has based her career on a bold attitude to self-expression over the years, consistently defying pop culture conventions. Miley is featured in a series of pictures that highlight a contemporary, bold bikini with transparent accents and an edgy style. These current bikini photos were taken on a private vacation. Many see this as an extension of her well-known identity, as a representation of empowerment, freedom, and a willingness to push limits. Others, on the other hand, feel that the pictures go too far and are too exposing, which starts a discussion about what constitutes appropriate behavior for a public figure. Today's video will examine the specifics of these images, talk about the responses from various public groups, and pose the query: where do we draw the boundary between private expression and public decency? The location of these pictures is as surprising as it is beautiful. The photographs depict a moment of unadulterated sunlight beauty against a backdrop of soft, warm sand, gently rolling waves, and beautiful blue skies. Miley's bikini was created with a focus on contemporary style. Its striking cuts and translucent embellishments are meant to be striking and creative. However, detractors contend that the design overreacts and that the degree of exposure is unsuitable, especially for an adult audience. They argue that famous personalities ought to be somewhat humble, particularly considering the power they have over their followers. However, a lot of admirers contend that Miley's aesthetic has always been about defying expectations and valuing uniqueness, and that these images are only a continuation of that idea. We will examine both sides of this argument in our conversation, as well as the various elements that influence how we see art and decency. The development of public standards is one of the main topics of today's video. What is deemed appropriate, in terms of appearance and fashion, has drastically altered over time. As an artist who has undergone numerous self-reinventions, Miley Cyrus is a prime example of this development. Her bikini pictures demonstrate how the world of modern fashion is changing, with daring designs and transparency becoming more and more popular. We will examine the evolution of these patterns and the reasons why what was before viewed as scandalous may now be accepted as a component of creative innovation. The larger cultural changes that have affected our perceptions of the body, privacy, and striking a balance between individual expression and social norms will also be covered in this conversation. The discussion around these photos has been greatly influenced by social media. Sites like Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok were inundated with both praise and criticism when the images first surfaced. While some fans were worried that the pictures created a precedent that might not be appropriate for other audiences, many supporters swiftly defended Miley, praising her for her bold style and self-assurance. We'll present a few of these responses to show the range of viewpoints and to get you to consider how cultural norms shape our ideas of what is appropriate. Our objective is to give you a fair assessment that enables you to comprehend the different facets of this dispute. The function of media coverage is another important factor we look at. Sensational language is frequently used in headlines and news articles to grab attention. In this instance, terms like inappropriate for even adults have gone viral. We examine how the way these images are framed by the media can occasionally amplify the debate and divide the public. By contrasting various sources and talking about the effects of sensationalism, we hope to demonstrate that the discussion around Miley's photos is about more than simply the pictures themselves. It's also about how they are presented to us. In order to further our conversation, we have consulted with fashion experts and cultural analysts, who succinctly explain that contemporary swimsuit styles frequently incorporate elements that some people may find offensive. They contend that what one group of people may view as too bold may be viewed by another as a celebration of artistic freedom. Their lucid, approachable analysis enables us to comprehend that the discussion encompasses not only civility, but also the development of artistic expression in contemporary society. Their observations challenge us to reevaluate how we define appropriateness and to acknowledge that standards are constantly changing. We have a special behind-the-scenes segment coming up, so before we get into our bonus portion, I want to remind you to stay until the very end. This supplementary content offers a unique look inside the photo shoot's creative process, including conversations with the stylist and creative team, as well as unscripted moments that show where Miley got her look. This extra video gives you important background information and demonstrates that these photos are far more complex than they first appear. In conclusion, the controversy over Miley Cyrus's bikini pictures, which some have deemed inappropriate for even adults, is a complicated one that touches on issues of public image, changing cultural norms, and artistic expression. These pictures surely start a discussion on what is appropriate in our contemporary society, regardless of whether you view them as a daring display of originality or as a departure from the image you were expecting. We appreciate you watching and sticking with us all the way through. Please hit the like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more interesting content and insider insights if you like this in-depth look at the controversy surrounding Miley's bikini photos and would like to see more videos that delve into the fascinating world of modern fashion and celebrity culture. To ensure that you never miss a new video, remember to click the notification bell. We appreciate your support so much and hope to share more interesting stories with you soon.